Ask anyone who's spent enough time in the woods, hunters, lumberjacks, or really just anybody who appreciates the great outdoors, about what they've seen but can't explain, and you might hear some pretty strange tales. Lights in the sky, the American ape man. Let's just say you shouldn't read about missing 411 if you want to maintain a healthy sleep schedule. With all these bizarre happenings, your typical American deer doesn't really jump out. I've never seen anyone with a Sasquatch head mounted on their wall, after all. But if you go to the right part of the United States, you can see some pretty interesting deer. Or maybe not. The not deer are described as deer, or creatures that resemble them at least, that don't look or act like deer. They'll have some features that are off, such as eyes that look like a predator's rather than prey's, necks that are too long, misshapen heads, legs that don't look correct. In some cases they'll move bipedally. They'll exhibit generally odd behavior and just really not look or act like a natural animal. They're also reported to completely lack the fear of humans that regular deer possess. Unlike some regional cryptids, these things have been seen all over the United States, but primarily in the Appalachian region. Many sightings involve the not deer blending in with a pack of regular deer, who are seemingly none the wiser. While tales of these not deer make for some pretty great campfire stories, there is a skeptic's explanation for what they are, and frankly I think it's one that's difficult to rule out. The explanation being that these are deer suffering from chronic wasting disease, or CWD for short. CWD is a prion disease that affects deer and has been found in parts of North America, Europe, and Asia. Deer suffering from CWD suffer from drastic weight loss, that's where the wasting part comes from, lack of coordination, lack of energy, excessive thirst, drooping ears, and a lack of fear of humans. Some of the other behaviors of these so-called not deer possess similarly mundane explanations. Deer walking on two legs or running in circles like this guy likely have some form of injury. Bipedal bucks with injured hooves or front legs, the other with some form of head trauma. Other physical details can be explained away by a similar virus called epizootic hemorrhagic disease, or EHD for short. This disease can cause deer to have swollen faces, necks, and eyelids, which would line up with some of the physical descriptions of the so-called not deer. Well, I'm very sorry if I broke the hearts of any true believers with this video, but if you are in search of a strange buck, stick around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.